Alright, how's it going, everybody? Said in a couple days I'm gonna head out by the water and do a first impressions video of couple of my new setups. This is my crankbait setup. It's the Shimano Curado DC. It's the 6.2 to 1 gear ratio. Got the slowest gear ratio for crankbait fishing. You see I got my I'm just gonna be throwing a 6-cents Crush 50X today. It's got the red accent, so I figured I'd match it up with the 6-cents neoprene rod sleeve here. In my opinion, these are one of the best rod sleeves on the market. This is also my first DC reel, and this is my first time ever throwing fluorocarbon on a bait caster. So we'll see how it goes. So you're supposed to set these bait casters up a little bit different, so there's almost no side-to-side wobble of the spool. And then I have it set to breaking 4, which is the highest breaking you can do. Brake setting 3 is for fluorocarbon. 2 is for braid and mono, and 1 is the least breaks. I'm not even gonna probably try that today. So first cast here, I'm just gonna kind of just give it a little toss and see how it goes. Wow, that was really nice, and it's cool hearing that DC sound in person. So, and I didn't thumb it basically at all. I'm gonna do a little overhead cast, see what happens. Let it hit the water. Oh, got a backlash here when it hit the water. Some overrun. Now, if I tighten the spool tension knob a bit, that would probably, help that, so you can do it with no thumb a little bit better. But if right when it was about to hit the water, obviously if I put my thumb on there, it wouldn't have backlashed at all. But when before it hit the water, there was no overrun, there was no issues at all. So, but this one isn't too bad. I can just pull this one out. I also spooled this up yesterday and let it sit for about 24 hours on the spool. I heard it's good to do that with fluorocarbon. Also, if I had any what do they call it, line stuff you spray on your line, to help it with memory and things like that. I forgot what it's called. So I'm gonna back it up I'm gonna go to setting 3, and I'm going to do my spool tension knob up a little bit, give it a little sidearm cast, and see how it goes. Wow, it's really nice. Now the rod I'm using is a Arc Invoker Pro. This is the 7-foot medium heavy. Let me see. 7-foot medium heavy. It's a composite rod, so it's got some graphite and glass mixed. And it's a moderate fast action. The line weight is 8 to 20 pounds. Lure weight 1/8 to 1.5 ounces. So I can throw a lot of stuff on here. Let's give it another cast. So you can tell when you set up regular bait casters and do the tension knob, you don't want it to fall that quick, but that thing is falling fast. And when I wing that out there, there's no overrun in that spool at all. And like I said, my bait is falling really quick. All right, let's give it a nice, let's give it a nice overhead cast, see how it goes. Oh, I was watching my spool and not where my lure was. And obviously it hit the water and gave it some overrun. A little bit of a backlash here. No big deal. No big deal. I'm fishing in the river. I'm just gonna kind of let it pull itself there. Look at that. All right. And then we're good. Oh no. Snagged up. Oh, got her out. So, first impressions, the reel is very, very nice. Especially somebody like me that has never thrown fluorocarbon. I'm gonna start to feel real comfortable, and you know, I'm not a pro at throwing bait casters, so see, that was an overhead cast, and I thumbed it a little bit, had my thumb on there for when it landed, you know, and everything went real smoothly. Like I'm stuck on something. Pulling something in here. Oh, seems like I've caught somebody's line. Oh, here we go. Alright, so I'll just do a few more casts. Really like the paint jobs of these 6 cents lures. Tighten up my spool just a little bit. Alright, give it a nice cast out. A little bit of an overrun. I did throw it out real hard. Alright, looks like we're good. Probably use a square bill here that isn't so deep diving, but I mean, this rod feels really nice. You know, it's a composite, and like I said in the previous video, that I've heard that glass rods can get real heavy. This doesn't seem heavy to me at all, you know. And I fish with all different types of rods and reels growing up, so all right, let me tighten up my spool tension knob just a little. And give it a wing out there again. No issues at all. No issues at all. Love that hearing that DC sound. This reel feels buttery smooth. And you see there was a little bit of an overrun there towards the end, and it worked itself out. It's also like 30 degrees here, and it was snowing a few hours ago, so I'm not going to be out here too long. So I think I'm going to end this one here and get my jerkbait rod, and that's going to be in my next video. I'm going to set that up. If you guys have any questions about the Invoker Pro or the Shimano Curado DC, or the line I'm using is Sunline Assassin 12-pound fluorocarbon, you know, just leave a comment below. And if you liked any of this information, you know, just give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Think about subscribing. I'm going to be trying to do all different types of videos, especially, you know, since the snow's going to be coming. Not going to be doing a lot of on the water reviews, but we're doing stuff to my kayak and, you know, getting subscription boxes and all that. All right, everybody stay safe out there.